Ibia Dume no Gome, Walaiso, Esa, Bara, Irama, Mohode. It's your sound once again, Dr. Bishop Omogia, no you get ready for President, founder, Edo Progressive Indigenous Association, EPIA. I want to speak to my Edo Indigenes today. It incites me to speak to my people. And it's my heart desire to make sure that each and every one of us are in a happy mood and try to shake ourselves out of the pandemic and begin to see ourselves as people who has been given a holiday to spend time with our families and our loved ones at home, and also to spend time reaching out to Edo Indigenes wherever your settlement is, be you in Africa, in Europe, Asia, or in North America. Well, nevertheless, the topic of today is to speak to us about what we should be doing at home, why we are on this partial lockdown or why we are on lockdown. Have you ever thought about it? I think it's high time you should be thinking about it. For me, I've gone into myself to take some inventories about myself, and I discovered that the best thing for me to do is to pay a little more attention to my tradition and my culture. How good and great and how powerful and how rich they are. I think you should be doing the same thing too, because it's fun to do so. A lot of people has abandoned their tradition and their culture, not feeling no way about it because of our busy schedule. We've not paid attention about our culture. But guess what? Your culture is your life. That's who you are, that you have failed to pay attention to. So this is the best time to really bring yourself close to your culture, like playing your cultural music, speaking your language, promote your language. Let the Esan people promote Esan. Let the Benins promote Benin. Let the Afemais promote Afemai. Let me give you the little fun that I've been having. And to be quite frank with you, I've learned a lot of Benin music. And ime boboy you listen now and see how it feels to relate to Benin music or Esa music or Afemai music. Listen to this. Listen to this. The moon that does not hurt your skin, the moon that softens your body system. This is your culture. This is your language. Why envy other cultures' language when you have a lovely language? Let's advertise it. Let's speak it. Let's be ourselves. Go back to who we really are. Or do we really want to live the rest of our life without discovering who we are or promoting who we are? I don't think that is a good idea. So this lockdown is the best time for you to bring your children together. Introduce some traditional music to them. Begin to teach them how to speak your language. Let them know who you are, where you're from. Tell them you're from a very rich kingdom, Benin kingdom. You're from Edo State. You're from Afema. You're from Esa. Play some Esa music for your kids. Speak the language to them. Advertise who you are. Wear your traditional Esa clothes. Wear your traditional Afema clothes or Edo North clothes. Wear your traditional Benin clothes. Become a movie star in your home. Act movies. You're wondering what to do. Just become an actor in your home. Create whatever. Become a child again. Those plays that you used to play at home. again. Now, lest I forget, I know that most of us has been condemning Nigeria for some reason. But to be very honest with you, that does not solve anything. The best thing to begin to think about is not to begin to advertise your country as a negative country. Begin to see the good part of your country. It is important because what you think about is what you bring about. Now you wonder and worry about your leaders. About 90% of Nigerian leaders believe that their leaders has failed them. But irrespective of what you think, the reality is that we have leaders. But I begin to think personally that that's not the right approach. Rather than washing your dirty linen in the public or in every part of the world who also have their own problem, you better begin to think, how do we put our chips together so that in the future we can see how we can better manage our country in a better format. Now, it is the citizens of the country that elected their leaders, and their leaders are currently there. But the truth is that your leaders that you often blame, they cannot give you what they don't have. I believe they're just doing their best. And if you think that they have not done enough and they need to do more, which I can agree with you, but I think the best thing for you to do is to be thinking about shifting our paradigm in the future on how to elect a leader. Because leaders cannot give what they don't have. Think about it. It's like asking someone who is a mechanic to take you to space. How are they supposed to do that? They don't have the technical know-how to do that. So they can't take you to space. So that is how these leaders are. The leaders you elect, I'm not saying that some of them are not good or they're not productive or they're not doing the right thing, but I'm just responding to a lot of our indigenes or a lot of our people that are concerned about their leaders not, pulling out the right measures that they would have expected them to do. But the truth of the matter is that humans cannot give what they don't have. They can only give you the height of their knowledge. That's what they can give to you. That's what they have to put on the table. Now it is time for you and I to begin to think about the future. That is the purpose of this organization. This organization does not believe that the future is now. The organization believes that we are beginning to wake up. We just woke up to begin to understand who we are as a people, to begin to trace our steps, to begin to discover ourselves. That's what we are currently doing right now. That is why the Benin adage say, Egenaya Yori, oh where. So if you intellectually believe that the future is now, if you don't prepare for the future, how are you going to get the benefit of the future? So rather than thinking that, it is high time we begin to think about envisioning, creating, preparing, and taking actions for the future. Because like the Benin adage say, Irana na ayabibuta uwe ayagwaloy uwe ogima einahe so ke ni maso agwali rani ni ma ayabibuta na ana miewe agasota eni ya fefefe na agwalo or uwekwima. So fellow Edo Indigenes, it is very imperative for us to begin to put ourselves first. Now, for our food bank project, a lot of people has been whining about the fact that we are putting Edo Indigenes first. Well, I have a good news for you. It is high time that we should begin to put Edo Indigenes first, because Edo Indigenes doesn't even know any benefit of being an indigene. The indigenes of Edo State, our 60 years and older, 70 years are seniors. They've never gotten any benefit that will make them feel proud that they are from Edo. They are Edo Indigenes. But all these are going to change within now and in the future with the help of laudable Edo Indigenes across the board who are trickling their support on this organization to make sure that we've put Edo Indigenes agenda first. Now, most non-Indigenes who has been pretty concerned about the fact that we're calling for a food bank for Edo Indigenes. I just want to call on you and let you know that you should worry not, because Edo Indigenes only have an agenda to put their people first. But that doesn't mean that the benefit of Edo Indigenes will not trickle down to you as time progresses. Yes, it will trickle down to you. If you go to our website, if you look at our aims and objectives, it's clearly stated there that we also promote and protect the non-Edo Indigenes that are law-abiding. So we have a package for you. But first, we have to put our people first. But for the first time, we begin to hear people talk about the fact that since when did Edo Indigenes begin to put themselves first? Doesn't that ring a bell? But guess what? Every country in the world, every settlement in the world, do your research about this. Always prioritize their people first. And I do believe that most of our brothers and sisters in the West, that if not for the social benefits that they started with after the country has adopted or accepted them as one of their own, I don't think they would have found the Western world or wherever it is that they are settling comfortable to live or to habit till today. So these are the measures that we are beginning to think as a people. We're calling our neighbors, our brothers and sisters from every hick and cronies of the world, from the north, south, east, west of the world. Come out in a mass and support Edo Indigenes. Be a part of this unlimited train movement that has come to stay from generations to generations, so that we all together can lift Edo Indigenous Movement agenda to Eldorado. Now, we want to use this opportunity to disclose the good donations and contributions and the good things that most Edo Indigenes that we least expected has been doing. Like what our brother in Sweden, Mr. Osage, has done. He picked up a brother, an indigene, and took care of his medical bill for 2 months. We are proud of you. We say thumbs up for you. Thank you for rescuing a life somewhere. And all Edo Indigenous Movement members are aware of this. We want to also thank Mr. Omoyekime for your contributions towards the food bank project. Now, people like this that has decided to support this movement, that have decided to prioritize Edo Indigenous agenda, that has decided to feed an Edo Indigene somewhere who is looking for that help. We ask Almighty God to shower His blessing in your household. And we appreciate all of you for all you have been doing. Now our food bank project is set and good to go to take off on Sunday, coming Sunday. Now, if you are an Edo Indigene, this organization represents you. You belong to this organization. But all we ask is that it is, in order for us to recognize you, it is very imperative that you go to our website and register as an Edo Indigenes for us to officially recognize you as an Edo Indigenes that could benefit from any of our, any of our food plan or welfare package plans within now and in the future. The website address is www.edoindigenes.org. www.edoindigenes.org. When you get there, whatever continents that you're located, just click on the continent and fill out your form, and then from there you are an automatic registered member. But let's not forget, I just want to let you know that so long as your mom or dad is biologically from Edo State, you are an Edo Indigene. But nevertheless, we want to thank each and every one of you that is already within the organization and that is yet to come. We thank all our coordinators in every country in the world. We also thank all our general coordinators that are coordinating the continents. We thank you all. We thank you for being a part of this noble movement that has come to change our future for good. Like we always say in our slogan, Edo Indigenous Movement is the last mile solution to Edo people. We thank each and every one of our nobles in the land. Our Royal Majesty, Oba Ewa the Great, Ogidiga, Bawe Uato Ube. We thank the Okagesa officer, Ukumagbe of Okpila. We thank the Otaro of Auchi, all our royal leaders in the land. We say we thank you, and we will want you to continue to pray for this organization while we continue to cultivate the habits of teaching our people on how to love one another and prioritizing how to put ourselves first, so that at the end, the world will begin to see us as the great people and the great settlement and the great Edo Indigenous movement of people that we are. This I ask of you, brother, and your sister. We no longer just call ourselves the same mother. We call ourselves the same mother and the same father. We look forward to your registration. We look forward to seeing you to collect your benefit. We will be putting calls across batch by batch to register the Edo Indigenes to come and pick up their food from the food bank on Sunday. And we'll look forward to see those indigenes that their badge is time up for them to pick up their meal. We say God bless you, and you say stay safe, release yourself at home, and be happy. God bless you, and God bless the Edo Indigenes. Thank you for watching.